Let's get right into it. Number 8. The mirror lie. Every morning you look in the mirror and see a familiar face staring back at you, but that face is lying to you. Mirrors flip your image horizontally. That means the face you know so well isn't actually what other people see when they look at you. Your left side in the mirror is actually your right side in reality. That little freckle you think is on the left side of your nose. Everyone else sees it on the right. Your brain has gotten so used to this backwards version of you that when you see an actual photo, something feels off. Ever wondered why you hate how you look in photos? It's because you're seeing yourself as others see you for the first time, and your brain absolutely hates it. Scientists have done experiments where they show people their true, unflipped face. The reactions are pretty disturbing. Most people feel deeply uncomfortable, like they're looking at a stranger wearing their face. Your brain has basically been gaslighting you about your own appearance for years. Every time you check yourself in the mirror, fix your hair, or practice your smile, you're reinforcing this backwards version of reality. Your friends and family have never seen the version of you that you see every day. They've been looking at the real you this whole time. Number 7. Suddenly, it's everywhere. Imagine buying a yellow motorcycle. Now suddenly you see yellow motorcycles everywhere. You could swear there weren't this many before. But here's the truth. They were always there. Your brain just didn't care about them until now. This is called the frequency illusion, and it shows how your mind plays tricks on you every single day. Think about the last time you learned a new word. Suddenly that word started popping up in every conversation, book, and TV show you encountered. Your brain is like a super picky bouncer at a club. It has to decide what information gets in and what stays out. Out of the millions of things you see and hear every day, it only lets you notice a tiny fraction. Otherwise, you'd go crazy from information overload. When something catches your interest, your brain puts it on the VIP list. Now every time that thing shows up, the bouncer waves it through. Meanwhile, all the other information is still waiting in line, not getting noticed. A doctor experienced this in a pretty disturbing way. After reading about a rare condition, they started seeing symptoms everywhere. Patients who would have gotten a normal diagnosis suddenly seemed to have this rare disease. The symptoms weren't new. The doctor's brain just started highlighting them. This mental trick can get really dark. Once someone believes in a conspiracy theory, they start seeing evidence everywhere. Random coincidences suddenly look like carefully planned patterns. Normal, everyday things transform into sinister signs. Number 6. Survivorship bias. Survivorship bias. Imagine scrolling through social media, seeing stories about college dropouts becoming billionaires. Your brain starts thinking, maybe I should drop out too. But here's the truth. Your mind is playing a nasty trick on you. For every successful dropout story, there are thousands of others who didn't make it. Those stories don't get likes or shares. They just disappear. It's like looking at a forest and only counting the tallest trees. Sure, those trees look impressive, but what about all the ones that didn't make it? The ones that got eaten by bugs, didn't get enough sunlight, or just had bad luck. Your brain loves to ignore those. Take those morning routine videos of successful people. They'll tell you every billionaire wakes up at 4 a.m., takes cold showers, and eats raw eggs. But what about all the people who did exactly the same thing and still didn't succeed? Or the successful people who sleep until noon and hate cold showers? Your brain conveniently forgets about them. It's like trying to become a pro athlete by copying only what Michael Jordan did right, but you never hear about his failed shots in practice, or the thousands of other players who trained just as hard but never made it to the NBA. This mental trick can make you take really dumb risks, like quitting your job to start a business because you only heard about successful startups. Meanwhile, 90% of startups fail in their first year. The graveyard of failures is always bigger than the garden of success. My luck will change. Number 5. My luck will change. Imagine you're at a casino, watching a roulette wheel. The ball has landed on black 26 times in a row. Everyone around you starts betting on red. This actually happened at the Monte Carlo casino back in 1913. People lost millions betting against black. They were so sure their luck would change. But the roulette wheel doesn't have a memory. It doesn't care what happened before. Each spin is brand new, like it's the first spin ever. Your brain flat out rejects this idea. It desperately wants to find patterns, even where none exist. When you flip a coin and get heads 5 times in a row, your gut screams, tails is due. But that coin doesn't know or care what happened before. Each flip is still 50/50ths, no matter what. People do this in reverse too. The dice don't care if it's roll number 1 or roll number 1000. Your brain is a pattern-seeking machine gone wrong. It's constantly trying to make sense of random events, telling you, don't worry, your luck will balance out. But chance doesn't work that way. The universe doesn't owe you a win just because you've been losing. Number 4. My choice is rock. My choice is rock. Imagine buying a new phone. After hours of research, suddenly something weird starts happening in your brain. All the other phones you looked at seem kind of meh. Your brain starts playing a sneaky game. It makes your chosen phone look better and better in your memory. Those tiny scratches on the screen? Barely noticeable. Now that slightly laggy camera? Must have been a temporary glitch. Scientists call this choice supportive bias, your brain's personal PR team. This happens with everything you choose. That apartment you picked? Suddenly it's the best location ever. That person you're dating? Obviously the catch of the century. Your brain is a master storyteller, rewriting history to make you feel good about your choices. But here's the dark part. This mental editing can make you ignore real problems, like staying in a dead-end job because your brain keeps telling you, it's not that bad. Scientists found this happens even when people are shown proof their memory is wrong. The brain just goes, nah, I like my version better, and keeps spinning its tail. Number 3. I'm great. You're not. Great. You're not. Your brain instantly goes, wow, I'm amazing at public speaking after crushing that big presentation. But then the next day you mess up ordering coffee at Starbucks. Suddenly it's the barista who wasn't listening, or they were too busy talking. Your brain is pulling some clever tricks. When good things happen, it's all about you, your skills, your talent, your hard work. But when things go wrong, then it's everyone else's fault. You got a perfect test score? I studied so hard. I'm so smart. Failed a test? The teacher made it too hard, or the room was too noisy. Scientists found that even babies do this. When they successfully grab a toy, they smile like they're the greatest thing ever. This mental trick helped our ancestors survive. If you think you're great at hunting, you'll keep trying even when it's tough. But nowadays this brain quirk can make us pretty unbearable. It's why some people can never admit they're wrong. Their brain has convinced them they're always right. We do this to other people too, but in reverse. When someone else succeeds, we think, oh, they just got lucky. When they fail, well, obviously they said you're just not very good. Number 2, expecting makes it so. Expecting makes it so. When teachers believe their students are super smart, those kids actually do better in school. It sits like their brains pick up on tiny signals that say, you've got this. But here's the twist. It works the other way too. If you expect someone to fail, you'll unconsciously send them signals that can actually make them mess up. Scientists did a wild experiment with animal trainers. They told some trainers they had the smart animals, and others they had the dumb ones. The animals were all exactly the same, but the ones with trainers who thought they were smart actually performed better. Your brain is basically writing scripts for everyone around you without you knowing it. It's like being a puppet master, where the strings are invisible expectations. Every time you think, they'll definitely mess this up, or they're going to nail this, you're actually pushing them in that direction. Scientists call this the expectation effect, a brain's self-fulfilling prophecy machine. Even doctors see this in action with the placebo effect. Tell someone a sugar pill will cure their headache, and the headache is gone. Your brain is so powerful it can literally change how other people's brains work. The scariest part? You start doing this to yourself too. Every time you expect to fail at something, your brain is already setting you up for that fall. Number 1, the Forer effect. Forer effect. Imagine getting a personality reading that feels so accurate. It's scary. The reader seems to know everything about you. They tell you that you have a great need for others to like and admire you. They mention how you have unused capacity you haven't turned into success yet, and they point out how you can be critical of yourself sometimes. By now you're probably thinking, wow, that's exactly me. Well, I hate to break it to you, but I just described literally everyone on Earth. Back in 1948, a psychologist named Bertram Forer did something pretty sneaky. He gave all his students a personality test and then handed them all the exact same results. These weren't personalized readings at all, just vague statements that could apply to anyone. But here's where it gets wild. The students rated these generic statements as 4.3 out of 5 for accuracy. They were completely convinced these cookie-cutter descriptions were tailored just for them. This is why horoscopes and fortune cookies seem so accurate. They're written to be just vague enough that anyone can relate to them. Your brain loves to connect dots that aren't really there. It's constantly looking for patterns and personal meaning, even in random statements. Think about it. When was the last time you read a horoscope that said, "You're kind of a jerk and nothing special will happen to you today"? Instead, they say things like, "You have hidden talents waiting to be discovered." And the creepiest part, once you know about this effect, you'll start seeing it everywhere, from personality quizzes to psychic readings. It's all built on this simple brain glitch. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.